Okay, hey y'all, I am going to use this little template, which you might recognize. It's in your slides for musculoskeletal conditioning, as well as in your case study document when you have to write a strength training workout for that individual. So let's just go through, and I'm going to show y'all how I write a strength training workout. Now, this template is something that I have used for every group fitness class I have ever taught in 20 years of teaching group fitness. So it can be used for cardiovascular classes, it can be used for Pilates type classes, mind-body classes, but it is most typically used for strength training classes. And you can see I have it broken up here into three sort of different chunks. These are each a little circuit. So when I put the exercises in here, they will do this exercise, then exercise number 2, then exercise number 3, however many repetitions I tell them to do, and then they will go back and perform another set. Set 2 of that one, set 2 of that one, set 2 of that one. I generally prescribe 3 sets. Your slides tell you the recommendation is 2 to 4 sets. So I like to do 3 sets because it covers most individuals' needs. I also usually will do somewhere between 8 and 12 repetitions, and I tell the individuals in my class, you know your body, listen to what you need. That last repetition of the 3rd set, you should almost not be able to do. It should be so heavy that you almost can't finish it. If you can do 2 more, you lifted too light. If you can't make it to that last one, you probably lifted a little bit too heavy. So I give them that range of 8 to 12 repetitions, and that generally will cover everyone in a class. So as we know, we start big muscle groups to small. And one of the best exercises, multi-joint, big muscle groups, bilateral exercise that I like to start a group fitness class with, or any strength training workout with, is a squat of some sort. Okay? So I'm going to put squat there. What equipment do they need? Totally depends on your setting. If this is a body weight workout, you would write none. I'm going to say that they need their dumbbells here, a set of dumbbells. This is for an at-home workout. Pretty appropriate for right now, huh? Okay, now, this is a group setting, so I am not going to be prescribing based off of repetition maximum or 1 RM like it says to in your PowerPoints. That's more one-on-one. If you test their 1 repetition maximum, then you'll know what percentage of repetition maximum they need to be lifting at. But we're in a group fitness setting, so we don't know 1 RM. I like to use their judgment of my audience. So I tell them low, medium, or high, light, medium, or heavy for their load there. So if it's one-on-one, you would tell them, for example, if I was working with a woman my age and I want her doing moderate intensity, I might tell her, okay, you need to load 15-pound dumbbells. So her load is 30 pounds. So I could either write 30 pounds, 15 pounds each, or I could tell her, grab medium weights, okay? And her volume for this individual would be 8 to 12 repetitions, okay? And we're going to do 3 sets of each of these exercises. So that's my first exercise, squat. Next exercise. One thing I like to do is, because I like to go large muscle groups to small, I like to do in each of these circuits, I like to do lower body, then upper body, then a core exercise, so I can make sure I am hitting the full body with every workout that I prescribe. In a group fitness setting, most of the time you are looking at doing a full body workout. In a one-on-one setting, maybe with an athlete, this might be just a lower body workout, and that's okay too, but we're going to do full body. So started with the squat. Next I'm going to move to upper body, a really big muscle, multi-joint, bilateral exercise. Might be a bench press or push-up. Either one would be fine. Okay, let's still use dumbbells. And let's say our individual needs to use a medium weight. We want them using a medium weight for 8 to 12 repetitions. Now, if I was having them use a heavy weight, I might go on the lower end and have them do 8 to 10 repetitions. If I was doing a lighter weight or this was an older population, I might have them doing around 12 to 15 repetitions with a very light weight. Okay, and then I'm going to move on to a core exercise. So really big muscle group core exercise might be something like a plank. All right, it's an isometric exercise. They don't need any equipment or maybe a mat. The load is their body weight. And the volume, I don't have repetitions here. I'm going to time this. Let's say this is a 45-second plank. Okay, so after they did that plank, they would go back in and perform 8 to 12 more squats, 8 to 12 more bench press, do another plank. Then round 3, squat, bench press, plank. Let's say they've gotten through all 3 rounds of that. I'm going to move on to my next little circuit within this strength training workout. So I've done really big muscle groups. I've done bilateral. Let's move to a unilateral exercise. I like lunges. Okay, so maybe these are walking lunges. And equipment needed, let's keep it up with dumbbells. I can type. Medium weight. 8 to 12 per leg. All right, so then I need to move to upper body. How about an overhead press? Medium weight. Now that it should be noted that the medium weight for an overhead press may be different than a medium load for lunges. Lower body is bigger muscle groups. A lot of people are lower body dominant. So the same, 15-pound dumbbells that this individual is using for their lunges, maybe they're going to put those down and grab 10-pound dumbbells for their overhead press, and that's still a medium weight for them. It's just appropriate for them and for that exercise that they're doing. Okay? And then I need a core exercise here. So I've done a plank, so I've hit kind of the front of the body. Maybe I want to think about doing a bicycle crunch and get into the side body or the obliques. No equipment needed. Body weight is the load. 12 repetitions per side. Okay, so after they finish that bicycle crunch, guess what? They go back to those lunges, second set of lunges, then second set of overhead press, then second set of bicycle crunch. I'm prescribing 3 sets, so then we will go back, lunges, overhead press, bicycle crunch. Now we have moved on to our 3rd set here. So we've done squats, we've done lunges. Now if I want to, I can get into single joint exercises. So maybe I could do a calf raise here. Maybe I would want to do a bench step up here and keep it unilateral, big muscle groups. It just kind of depends on the purpose of the workout that I'm writing here. So let's say heel raise, because this ordinarily, I probably wouldn't put a heel raise into a group fitness workout just because I don't find them very efficient. But maybe I'm working with a group of runners here that really want to strengthen their calves for that push off when they're running. But this would be where you would put a heel raise if you were going to do so. So we will say that we can still use our dumbbells. And our load would be medium. 8 to 12 repetitions. Okay. Or you could have them do a little bit lighter weight and do single leg heel raises here, because you can be unilateral now. We've already done the bilateral with the big squat. You may want to do a deadlift here. There's all sorts of options. By the time you get to here, you've already fully warmed up the body. You've let the neuromotor system know what's coming. So maybe something like that's what you want to put in there. Okay. Now going back into upper body. Maybe here's where I'm going to do a biceps curl. All right, so I'm into a single joint exercise, a little bit smaller muscle group. If I wanted to do some shoulder raises, that would be a good place to put them. Something like that. I'm just using these single joint exercises to demonstrate that if you're going to use them, this is the appropriate place to put them. Okay, medium weight. Again, the medium weight for a biceps curl is likely not the same as a medium weight for a squat. You can lift much heavier with your lower body than your upper body, but it's going to be up to that individual to determine what a medium weight for their biceps curl is. 8 to 12 reps. And then I'm going to end with a core exercise. I have done plank already. I have done a bicycle crunch. So I've hit the front of the abdominals. I have hit the side of the abdominals or my obliques. Let's get into my back and do a back extension. Okay. Oops, I can spell it. No equipment needed. Load, body weight. 12 to 15 repetitions. Okay, so they would do those, then guess what? Go on back up to the top. Heel raises, biceps curls, back extension. Heel raise, biceps curls, back extension. After that, you would cool down. You would also, at this point, once you have written this workout, now is when you write the warm-up. The warm-up should start very broad, increasing the heart rate, increasing circulation, letting the body and the brain know what exercises to come. And you would then get into a little bit more specific. So you might do some body weight squats. You might do some push-ups on the knees. You might do some really deep, slow lunges, lower intensity versions of the exercises that you are going to be doing in the workout. Okay, so you start really broad, then you get a little bit more specific. That's why we write the warm-up after we write the workout, because we want it to be specific to that workout. We don't want to write a warm-up that's just a general warm-up and then we haven't ended up warming up the actual joint actions or practiced the exercises that we're going to be doing in the workout. So you want it to be specific to that workout. So that's just sort of a quick example. That's one of many, many, many ways you can write a strength training class. This one's pretty general and would work for a diverse population of individuals. And again, like I said, you could tell them exactly how much their load should be, especially if this is a one-on-one situation. You're working in a physical therapy setting or something like that, where you have worked with that patient over a course of weeks and you're specifically prescribing. Or if you're in a group fitness setting, you're going to tell them a little bit more general and you're going to let them select the weight that is going to be right for them. So I hope you listen to this. Let me know if you have any questions. Shoot me an email or discuss in your activity log above your newsfeed. Thanks.